What is up, guys? This is TheGothicKitten, and today we're continuing the Outer Worlds Let's Play. Last time we talked to this lady about getting some fingers. And I think that was the last thing we did.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
Nothing I can do about that.
So, let's see. It was like journal. We had a bunch of quests, and we said what we were gonna do. Let's start with this, because some of these are in the town. So, we should be able to do that without getting into trouble. Collect Conrad's Gravesite. Runs a barbershop. So, all we have to do is look for a barbershop. That shouldn't be too difficult in this weird barbershop. Okay, there we go. What is it with you people and, like, rats?
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Okay.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I'm tempted. I'm really tempted.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Great. Prepare my remains for what now?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Oh, nice one. We're gonna, ask questions first, because if he gets angry and he doesn't want to talk to us anymore.
Go ahead.
You seem pretty enthusiastic about this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
What do you know about this plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
I'm still wondering if when they say good workers, do they mean indispensable, or do they literally mean that even a job that anyone can do, if you work good, you still get treated? Or is it like, well, you're the only person we know that can do this, then you get treated? What are the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
That is monstrous.
Nature is monstrous, friend, and this plague is natural selection at work.
In that case, Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity. That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
I don't want to say anything, but if you have your medical rights revoked, then the chances of you dying increase, first of all. Second of all, You're not allowed to be broke? How are you broke if you're supposed to have 2 jobs? Well, I guess it's a possibility. Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I will let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
You're welcome. Did you
What
have
can I do for you?
anything? Do I have that much? I would assume so. You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Considering I'm a veterinarian, only if you use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
I thought I was going to say with a 58% chance of regaining all functions, but no, of avoiding gangrene.
Go ahead.
Never mind, goodbye. I was kind of curious about his corpse situation,
What can I do for you?
but I don't have the medical option anymore. So I guess that's it. So we need to figure out a way for him to pay for his burial, I guess. Okay, Ludwig's gravesite fees. Stationed as a guard at the landing pad. So that one was outside of the town. Collect Phyllis's gravesite fees. She works as a supervisor in the cannery. Okay, so if you just look for the biggest building. Oh, maintenance division.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
At least you got your health.
So this is where she works.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens.
Whoa, okay, let's look. 3 open trouble tickets. Oh, but they're just like super technical stuff. Okay, there's not like any personal journal things on there. I was gonna say, considering
Hey,
this
that's-
is...
I mean, if you need it. Okay.
I was gonna say, considering this is hers, does that mean we can take it? She wasn't too pleased about it, but she didn't, like, shout out Wolf. Cantina.
Wish we had some better rations.
Me too, lady. Okay, that's the town. Okay, this was the cantina. And there's the church, so the cannery was on the other side. Across this dodgy person. We should just, like, methodically go down the entire town, but... Do I even have it? I don't think I have it as my active quest. That would probably help so much. Hello, Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Can be so, just be like gravesite fees, I'm here to collect. But no, I'm guessing you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
I guess we're just gonna have to throw it in her face. Okay, gravesite fees, I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
I don't know why I would tell Reed, but these papers are not signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said that he did this to himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
I'm pretty sure that's what I'm using, but okay. Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
But I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
So wait, the people, all these people are property of a company? You cannot be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
That does not make sense. Would have, but you didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I will let you get back to work. Vending machine discovered. Over here? Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machines. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with the associated faction, or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Okay, fair enough. Can we sell? Yes, so our hacking is high enough. That's great. I don't particularly have anything I want to sell to you, but it's nice to know. It's Spacer's Choice. That is catchy. Hello, sir. Okay, let's see. There's a lot of... Okay, so that's outside. Maybe there's multiple... Like, Conrad. Conrad was the barber, so we do have to be back with him. Maybe there's something in his office that will help us.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
You okay, sir?
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Take it easy, Mr. Thompson didn't send me. Ooh, you want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So you're Martha Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
Look, I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
You're being paranoid.
I am? Law, help me. Paranoia is one of the plague's known symptoms. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Why do you think I'm a freelancer?
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing by it. Wasn't trying to insult you.
Why would I be insulted?
Was just you ain't one of us. A spacer, I mean. Stands to reason you got no company looking after you. Not your fault, though. Even freelancers gotta eat. And if that means they must scratch some bits out of odd jobs, who am I to judge them? At least you're not a deserter.
What kind of an odd job are you referring to?
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I've got some questions. I always have questions.
I'll do what I can.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
That doesn't make sense. In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already, well, technically too sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I assume there's gonna be guards there?
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
What can you tell me about the Marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
I think I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
Didn't say that. But fine, I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
You're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know?
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I can tell you to not go see the vicar. Something's dodgy with him. He's gonna rat you out. But, so he also paid the graveyard.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
What? Later?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
But he's got symptoms of something. Are you saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need the medicine for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Just let me decide about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
You know, Abernathy's paying me for my trouble. I don't know how much, but can you match it?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
I'm a bit iffy. Solely because of the following reason. If she wants to buy it from me to help all the people in the sick house over there, then I'm absolutely down, because she can even give Abernathy some if necessary. However, if she's buying it to destroy it because she is corporate,
What can I do for you?
then I don't know how I feel about it.
Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here.
That's great.
I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Then why do you not have the money to pay for your gravesite fees? But that sounds exhausting.
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
What do you know about
The
this
plague's
plague?
come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What are the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
I have to go through all this stuff again. But what you're describing and what I've heard so far from everyone sounds a lot like the flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
So basically iron and disinfectant. Guess that works. Is there something... Can I be stealing? I can examine you without stealing. And getting from your corpses is also stealing. Can I just... I don't know, close this door and then... Take all that. All this. I've already ruined me saying I wasn't gonna steal anything. Conrad, receptionist, shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and someone has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis. Okay. Some shady business going on.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
Phyllis. Found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Well, I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
See, in the real world, I'll be like, no, that's a horrible idea. In this environment, I'm like, just do it. But are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town never had to pay a penalty because technically it was the adrenatime.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
No, but if you did that, they could have been grateful, so my question stays, why are you broke? But goodbye. Nice. We have a skill points. Okay, so yeah, the dialogue skills are great. What we're gonna do though is put 10 in here. I feel like we're gonna need all of these. Except, there we go. Okay, so then the only person left is Ludwig, which is outside the town. I don't know which gate, but we're just going outside. Okay, southwest. Okay, the green thing is over there. Okay, that's gonna be the landing pad, I assume. Can I enter none of these buildings? None of them? Ugh. Well, I can enter that one. But we don't have a lot of like mag picks, so. And the bins seem to be empty. Light ammo, bit cartridge, nice, nice. See, that's our, whoa, that's our issue right now. Oh, but now we do, I think. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in those activities without consequences. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure nobody was here, so... Oh, there's some more. Also a locked one, though. This one isn't. Weapon parts. Okay.
You're fast.
Thank you. So I'm gonna assume the necklace and stuff is just junk. Thought maybe they were like accessories, but we haven't seen any slot that like allows that anyway.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Why are they sending you guys so little supplies?
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What now? Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
If your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees, though.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Nice. What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use some pointers.
Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Yeah, that sounds very technical. But I have a question for you.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
I will let you be. Okay, so I think we have all our Gravesite fees. That went pretty smooth. Now I think we exited the... What? More sprats? I think we exited the gate where the Gravesite Sir is. You're still moving though. I feel so bad, but they're giving me XP. I had to check for a second which button that was again. Critical. I was gonna say maybe you're the one that gets to live, but no. Nice, nice. Okay, sir, you will never believe this. I got everything you wanted. Sort of. One thing might not be what you want.
Miss Parvati, come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
'Cause I'm a lady.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
I'm here about the fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
Nope, all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you, though.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Fair enough. But I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Whoa, that's nice. I'm not gonna tell him about Abernathy, but I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Have you heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
I don't understand. Are you saying everybody's forgotten about us?
Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
I don't understand though. They said the colony was expecting us.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Where's the trouble in asking a question?
Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
Okay, let's change the subject.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
Ugh, that's throwing her under the bus though. You first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
He's gonna get mad at us. His solid gold teeth could be worth something if you pulled them out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away, vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Okay. So just like, give me a second to process this. A body disappeared and you didn't mention it to anyone? Or just not to me? Okay, journal completed. Nice, nice. So the fingers, medicine. We're gonna deal with the mechanical scout. I feel like that's close by. I might be wrong. Well, more of you guys, but none of you are gonna be readable, are you? Well, this one is. I don't get it. Why would they put on the gravestones like price? Like how much they were worth when they were alive, I guess? Is that space rats I hear again? Okay, here's the entrance to the town. And a locked door that I cannot open because I don't have any Mac picks. But it doesn't matter.
Oh, clever.
Nice. Well, let's take everything. Gourmet salt tuna. Wow. Especially the containers are quite valuable. You have gotten a weapon modification. Install mods at workbench to upgrade your weapons. Pretty nice. It's Spacer's choice. Just pick up everything. Aw.
Here they come!
Oh wow, they're angry with us.
That's the last of them!
Yeah, but why were they angry with us? We've seen a bunch of these little creatures and they never attacked us. You know, Parvati? Okay. Okay, what's going on up here? Any hacking things? That'd be great. Nothing. Okay, there's some bypass shunts. Nice, nice. So at least we can hack into the system, even if we can't take the container. Okay, we'll already do that. Well, I don't know what direction these go in. Okay. Hey boss, I just wanted to check up on the new Saltuna Light project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line, and I think some of them will really catch our customers' attention. Dear Lawrence, I appreciate your hard work on behalf of our beloved brand of salt tuna. I've just received a response from corporate. They are not interested in your idea of a light version of the salt tuna brand because we'd rather not compete with ourselves. But they are interested in the idea of a lighter salt tuna, effective immediately. We have been instructed to use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less salt tuna, thereby saving bits to every can. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from the marketing division to the cannery. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers on the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less salt tuna, hour after hour, day after day. This is great and a tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position in our marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to our foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Okay. That was mean. Okay, the containers are golden. Are you for real? Okay, let's try this again. Guess I didn't have enough momentum. Okay, we can do this. See? Easy. That was it? Okay. I lost my way to the robot. Those were placed so randomly, it was even hard to find them. I don't get it. Why am I not hitting you? I was gonna say, all I want is the XP. There we go. Guess it was just the angle. Got distracted by the sprouts again. Oh, he led me to a chest. I'll keep you alive. You just helped me. Oh, nice. Fast ration. There's not a lot to see here, but I guess that's to be expected considering it's a junkyard.
He ain't over it. Bet I could fix him up smart.
You can fix him up smart. Tell him stay away from that one dude. Okay. All the goodies and all the stuff. I was gonna say, where did that robot go? I almost lost him.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go ahead, if you can fix it.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the way.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Well, hey, don't you owe me something for the repairs?
I don't reckon Jeremy understands the concept of trade.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
Well, I should be going now.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
So now he's supposed to be able to find his way back to a repair bay. So, mission complete. Now, remembering how we got here is going to be something. So we'll just go in here. Maybe we didn't even have to go in there. I don't know. I wish we could fast. Well, maybe we can fast travel to Ludwig. We actually can. Okay, Ludwig, we took care of it.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
I guess this is it, guys. We had a conversation with this guy, and I don't know what else he wants. So, but we finished up that quest, which is great. No, we did not. But for that, we have to go back into the... Oh, we can go back into the town, I guess. Go to the lavatory, find a secret weapon. Cantina's not that far. Everybody just walking about. Okay, so the toilet.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Not particularly. We have the secret weapon. Return to Ludwig. Okay. I wish I remember what door we came out of. I don't think it was that one. Because that would get us faster to him, right?
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pop.
Might have been this one. It was. Okay, so now we have your secret weapon. You're gonna have to talk to us again.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found that package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
How do I use this injury customizing unit exactly?
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry about it. I already have a passcode from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
How am I supposed to get one of those logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
Parvati, a logic module, something you could help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
But Edgewater is in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. I didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Well, we made him angry. But it seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Okay. Geothermal plant, that's great because we have to be there for one of the other quests. So next time we're gonna go look for the book and find the medicine and then see how much time we have left. I hope you guys had a great time and I will see you next time on the Scratching Post.